What's up, YouTube? Uh, Name's still Michael. I just got back from bicycle ride. Didn't go to the gym today. Sometimes I just like to ride my bicycle around through the villages and just look and see what's happening on a bicycle. It's different than a car or a moto. You kind of get to go slow and you get to go on roads that are not car friendly or even sometimes not even moto friendly. I have a nice mountain bike, with the suspension, the shocks on it. So like I said, I enjoy riding around, looking at what's going on around the villages where I live. Um, the poverty over here is absolutely off the charts. I mean, it's just you guys just can't imagine uh, how bad the roads are. But like I said, where I live is nice, but you get outside of the subdivision and you're in the village, and it's a different story. But like I said, it's how they choose to live. But um, I always said what was I going to say. The USA is on course to become. I don't even know what. I don't even know if it will become a third world country. If anybody has read the book 1984 by George Orwell, it's going to become that. That's what's going to happen. Um, they're they're making it that way intentionally. I put on my other video Klaus Schwab. Klaus Schwab. He is the head of the World Economic Forum, and he's from Germany. And when he speaks, like people from Germany, when they speak English, they cannot say the letter W. They use the letter V. They make the letter V sound instead. This is what he said. I'm going to tell you what he said, and I'm going to make it sound like him. And he's going to sound almost like somebody from the WW number 2. I'm not going to say it because YouTube will take it down, but you know what I'm talking about. He said, "You will own nothing. You will have no privacy. And you will be happy." That's what Klaus Schwab said. He didn't say you might be happy. He didn't say you should be happy, you could be happy. He said you will be happy. And they're putting that into motion right now. They're putting it into motion right now. He said you will own nothing, right? You will own nothing. And they're going to do that with the houses. Because how you will not be able to own a house, you will have to rent from the machine, from these big hedge funds and these big corporations, is they will drive up property, homeowners insurance so high it will be unaffordable. These big hedge funds, these big companies, they don't need to have homeowners insurance because they're worth billions, if not trillions of dollars. So they don't need to have homeowners insurance. And property tax is different for them because the house is in a corporation. Okay? I've had a business before where it was incorporated, it was an LLC. So anyways, I know about the corporate tax loopholes. I know about all of the different ways that they can move the property tax and stuff around. So you're going to be paying the average Joe, the average Jane, the average whatever, who's going to be paying the property tax, the high property tax, and the homeowner's insurance. That's how you will not own a home, because you will not be able to afford a home. These big corporations are buying up all the houses. And that's just the first stage of their plan. Okay? That's just the first stage of their plan. What's going to happen soon too is the whole digital ID. Okay, it's coming soon, and the whole digital currency. You will. He is correct. You will have no privacy. They will know everything that you do, and if you are not happy, if you post something that's not acceptable to them, they'll just close down your bank. They'll take away. They won't let you work. Won't let you buy food. Won't let you buy something for your boomsticks. They won't. Your bank account could be shut down automatically. And that's what's coming. That's what's coming. They want civil unrest. That's why I think they shut the government down. They want people on the streets. You guys saw what happened, years back. I was living in St. Paul, Minnesota, when in 2020, when all that stuff kicked off, where the center of it kicked off. I was driving truck for a FedEx, over-the-road FedEx truck, and my terminal was in St. Paul. So I was there. And I saw the smoke rising from the city. I saw the windows blow. I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes, so I didn't have to view it on a YouTube channel. But that is nothing compared to what's coming. And once it starts, once the looting and the rioting and all the stuff that comes with it starts, you're not going to be able to get a passport. They're going to close that down. The government's already closed. It's already difficult to do anything. And you're going to be stuck there. And you will have to live in that insanity. You will have to live there. And people say, yeah, but you, for me, I already live in a third world country. Yeah, but these people have been poor their whole lives for generations. This has never been a rich country. This has never been. They've obviously anyone that knows anything about the history from 1975 to 1979, they had Pol Pot. Now I'll let you guys look that up. I'm not going to talk about what he did, but it was pretty bad, pretty brutal. So this country has had poverty probably since it existed. They don't know anything else. This is all they know. They only know poverty. Most of the people here probably, I'm going to say 85% of the people that live here are below the poverty line. And there's nothing you can do to change that. Most of the people here cannot read and write English. Okay? And then I'm on a surf shark right now. I'm not going to say what it is, but you guys know what surf shark is. Because I have to be careful what I say. Because they censor stuff. So you have to be really careful what you say. And I am a guest here. I do have a visa. I have a business visa and a work card. But the people here are unaware of life outside of this country. They have become accustomed to what they see every day. It's for them. Like I said, I live in the suburbs of Phnom Penh, which is the capital of Cambodia. And Cambodia is not a very big country. You can look on a map; it's pretty small. There's only 17 million people, I believe, that live here in the whole country, and most of them live in the capital. But you get out in they call them the provinces. It's the countryside. You get out in the provinces, and poor doesn't even describe it. Poor does not even describe it. Most of the houses out there have outside toilets. They cook outside. They cook under fire. They cook with wood. They cook outside. They have chickens and cows, and they grow their vegetables and their rice, and they have, like I said, chickens and pigs and everything. And the poverty in the provinces is even worse than it is here. I don't go there. My wife has family that lives in the province, but they have like I said, their bathrooms. They have like a ceramic toilet seat mounted on the floor. There's not even a toilet to sit on. It doesn't flush. They use a bucket with water and they put it in there. And you have to squat down to use the toilet. Most of the houses are up on piers, up on wooden piers. A lot of the houses don't even have glass in the windows. They have bars on the windows because somebody will go in there and try to steal whatever little bit they have. And underneath the house, people will sleep on hammocks at night. They're up on piers because a lot of Cambodia, it's very tropical, and we get a lot of rain over here, and it floods a lot. Where I live, I looked at a floodplain map before we bought this house, and this is not a floodplain, so we've had just tremendous amounts of rain. I mean, just it'll rain 6-7 inches in a day with no problem. So they have to have the house up on piers, or they would have water inside their house. And a lot of the houses, they don't even have money for stairs or steps to go up inside. They have like a wooden ramp that goes up where they have slats on it where they can walk up into the house. A lot of the houses, especially out in the provinces, the infrastructure here is very weak. I have a huge generator, an automatic generator downstairs because I like electricity. I like living in this century. I like electricity. I like the air conditioning. I like Wi-Fi. So I have a generator because sometimes the lights go off, and you don't know how long they're going to be off because you just don't know. So, anyways, if you watch the other video that I put out and you see the streets, this is coming to the USA. This is coming. Go to the USA and go look. I mean, you're already there. Go look. Go look at any of your major cities. Just go in there. Go look at the freeway overpasses and the underpasses and all the homeless encampments that they have. It's going to be devastating, and they're going to most likely bring out the military, and once they do, I'm afraid they will completely close the borders. You won't be able to come or go or anything. And there you will be. Your job will be taken over by robots or AI or whatever it is. You'll be laid off, or people are getting laid off right and left right now. People say, yeah, but I can't move out of the United States. I don't know how to make money. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. If you're listening to this video, you know how to make money because you can speak English and you can read and write English. And if you can't, well, then you deserve to stay there. If you can't teach basic English grammar skills, and you can't teach elementary students basic English math, then I guess you deserve to stay there. Then probably just stay there because, yeah, you won't. You probably should stay there. But like I said, there's just so many different ways you can make money over here, whether or not it's here or any place. In any country that does not speak English, everything that they want to look at on the internet is English, websites and whatever. I know people here, they've never, my wife, she's never flown on an airplane, she's never been on a train in her life. She doesn't want to leave Cambodia, so okay, she wants to stay here. So people here, they go to Vietnam, or now the border in Thailand is closed because of Thailand and Cambodia are fighting over where the border should be, but they take the bus. They take the bus to Vietnam, or they take the bus to Thailand, because they don't know how to go online and book an airline ticket. They don't know how to do it. So, and the airline ticket's going to be more money than the bus. Been coming here for 12 years. I rode the bus one time, and I will never do that again. That was one of the filthiest, dirtiest, scariest experiences I ever had. Okay? The bus driver was driving crazy. People were listening to music all over the place in the bus. The children were climbing around on everything. People were drinking beer, acting like just crazy. And they would be eating their rice out of these little plastic things, and they just throw the rubbish on the inside of the bus. The smell was nasty, and the air conditioning inside the bus barely worked. I would never take a bus here. Okay, I will never get on a bus. I took a bus when I first started coming over here. Me and my wife, we went to a place called Siem Reap in Cambodia, where they have a Temple Angkor Wat. We took a bus up there, and I told her when we got off that bus, I said, we are not taking a bus back to the city. She said, well, how are we going to get back? And I said, well, we're going to take a taxi. And she said, it's expensive. And I said, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to get back on that bus. There is no way I'm getting back on that bus. It makes Greyhound look like a luxury, but it was filthy. The seats were filthy. So anyway, but that's how people go. They go across the border if they can even afford a passport, because they won't let them leave the country without a passport. So, and I believe a passport is like $130 here, and most people don't have that. So, but they will stay here. I think I looked one time online, and it was like 89% of the population will never leave this country. They will never leave it. And Cambodia is small. I believe Cambodia is smaller than any state in the United States. Believe it or not, that's very small. So that's just where they will stay. And it's just, like I said, it's for me, it's okay. I'm what they call a rich foreigner, so I don't have money problems. I just don't. So, anyways, if you guys need assistance in possibly coming over here, or any questions about living over here, please send me an email, and I will respond. I check my emails every day. Nobody's ever asked me any questions about anything, so I know it's not going to be cheap. What I did was, I was living in California before I decided to move over here full time, which was 4 years ago, and I was living in California, and I sold everything. I sold everything I owned. I do not even have a pair of shoes in the USA. Nothing. Not underwear, nothing. I have nothing in the USA. I sold everything I had, and took that money and sent it over here. And so, if you put US dollars in a bank over here, you get really good interest. You get really good interest. You have to sign like a 1 year, or they have the same thing: 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 2, whatever CD. But you put the money in, and you really get good interest on it. So it's like I said, I sold everything. I saw what was coming. I saw it in 2020, and I said, this is not good. This is what's going to happen. So, anyways, you guys make your decisions, and make them as you choose. I'm here to help if I can. So it is live, LIVE, .rich, RICH, .Cambodia @gmail.com. And I will, if you have any questions about coming over here, even on vacation, if you want to come over on vacation, I can tell you, I can, send you links and stuff to what you need to do and everything. So, anyways, please share my videos, please. Like and subscribe. The whole YouTube thing, like and subscribe. Excuse my attire, but I stay in tank tops over here because it's comfortable and it's hot, and I do go outside sometimes. I tank tops and I have on shorts, so that's kind of my dress attire. When I was teaching at the international school, I had to wear a shirt and tie and slacks and shoes, which I did. That's what I wore. That was my uniform. So, like I said, easy to teach over here. Well, when I say easy, you're teaching children, so it's kind of a language barrier thing. But anyways, teaching is they pay good money for foreign teachers. They like the white skin, right? They like the white skin. So they'd like to see a foreign teacher at the school. So it's that way they can but they put it on Facebook and everything. They put on a Kamai on Facebook. They put on all the school. My pictures on even on some billboards near international school. My pictures on a billboard in Cambodia. My picture standing at the whiteboard teaching a class. My pictures on a billboard in Cambodia advertising for a school. I think that's pretty wild. So it's in the province. They sent me a photo of it. Maybe I'll put it online one day. But it's pretty funny. I've never seen it, but I believe them. So, all right, you guys have a very good day. Like I said, please share, subscribe, and leave a comment or send me an email or something. So you guys have a very nice day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.